Hello, my name is Mickey D. Mao, and this is my Codename Kids Next Door review of Season 1, Episode 7, Operation L.I.Z.Z.I.E. Lizzie is a character you're probably wondering, why am I even talking about? But what if I tell you, Lizzie is more than we lead to believe? But first, I'm going to talk about the 5 main characters of the show real fast. So, number 1 is Nigel Uno, Uno meaning one in Spanish. Number 2 is Hoagie P. Gilligan Jr. He is the second person in the family to have been given that name. Number 3 is Kuki Samban. Samban means third in Japanese. Number 4, Wallaby Beatles. The Beatles had 4 members. Number 5 is Abigail Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is on the $5 bill. And now for the summary. Number 1 has a secret girlfriend who he often neglects because of the kids next door responsibilities, forcing her to use a boyfriend helmet to mind control number 1. If the helmet stays on for too long, it will start to merge with number 1's head forever. And now for the plot. Nigel gets a message and lies to the others that it's a message he could take on all on his own, which makes the others have a day off. Cookie suggests them going to the carnival, so that's what they did. But sometimes later they find Nigel isn't on a mission after all, but he's at the carnival with a young chubby girl named Lizzie, which talks harshly, but Hoagie and Wallaby insult him with a song. Nigel and Lizzie sitting on a tree, K-I-S-S-I-N-G, that leads to an embarrassed Nigel saying that he and Lizzie weren't going out, which makes her angry and she pushes him into a fountain of chocolate. After she leaves, Wallaby makes a comment on women and gets punched by Cookie and Abigail long into the night. The next day, Nigel, Hoagie, and Wallaby are going to get new comics. On the way there, they see Lizzie, and she gives Nigel a gift, apologizing about the bad date yesterday. It turns out that the gift was a boyfriend helmet. Nigel puts it on, and Lizzie controls his romance feelings. Using a remote, Lizzie grabs Nigel and tells him he is taking her on the most romantic date ever. While Hoagie and Wallaby buy the comics and the magazines and return to the treehouse. While Wallaby is complaining about buying cruddy girl magazines, Hoagie tells Abigail about the helmet after realizing it was a boyfriend helmet, and if they don't stop, Nigel will be forced to love Lizzie forever. The team goes to a fancy restaurant to help Nigel at the restaurant, but Nigel and Lizzie were eating food. Lizzie was telling Nigel about being engaged, getting married, and not seeing his stupid friends anymore. That's exactly what she said. Not joking. But suddenly Hoagie, Cookie, Wallaby, and Abigail appear, punch the waiter, and they were prepared to take Nigel home. Lizzie uses the remote and commands Nigel to destroy his friends. Nigel, controlled by the helmet, agrees to do it. Nigel battles Hoagie, Cookie, Wallaby, and Abigail and lands on the table. The team shoots a bunch of things at him until he is covered by lots of goop and nets. Lizzie grabs the remote and turns the knob to maximum power. Nigel escapes and pins everyone to the wall using forks. When Nigel returns to talk to Lizzie, the check comes. Nigel is furious about the overly expensive check and goes ballistic, causing the boyfriend helmet to go haywire and explode, returning him to normal. When Nigel tells Lizzie not to do it again, he looks around and sees his friends on the wall. Nigel asks Lizzie if she wants some ice cream, and she says yes, and they leave the restaurant. leaving Hoagie, Kookie, Wallaby, and Abigail there. As they walk holding hands, Lizzie says she likes pistachio ice cream. Nigel excitedly says, "So do I." And that's how the episode ends, ending transmission. And that is it for Season 1, Episode 7, Operation L.I.Z.Z.I.E of Codename Kids Next Door. And this is not the only episode that I'm going to do about Kids Next Door or L.I.Z.Z.I.E. There are many more videos that I have planned and that are going to happen because I've stumbled across something that I shouldn't have stumbled across, and I feel like I have to let people know. So I'm gonna leave off right now and get started on the next few videos that I'm gonna be releasing. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you like, subscribe, and just wait for the next one, and I'll be here for it.